Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Men have power when a woman chooses them. Men have power. A lot of guys don't understand that. I mean, they'll talk about choosing signals and stuff, but they really don't understand that. See, understand something. And pimps have said this, Macks have said this, high-level players have said this. Check out the women who like you. See, one of the issues with that is a man want to like who he like and think there's something that can make them like her. No, see, you giving power. If you trying to like a woman and you trying to make the move, but she ain't interested, you putting power in her hands. That's how like a lot of women be using guys for their money. Because the guys think they gonna buy her or something. Or, they being orbiters around that woman. They in her friend zone and everything because they think they gonna do something to like convince her to like them. It don't happen that way. Look, first of all, women choose. Understand, I've talked about that in my book. Women choose the men, right? Now, some guys have seen that and they still didn't get it. They still didn't get it, right? They didn't get it, even though I gave like signs that they've been chosen and even talked about it, right? But remember what I also said in my book. I also said that gives a man power then. That gives the man power. Yeah, a woman chooses, but then the man has to choose back. That's when he makes his choice. And see, a man actually has power when a woman wants him, because he can deal with him on his terms. On his terms, not her terms, his terms. Once a woman decides she wants a man, see, that's what I'm saying, because they've been selected. That's why I use the term select and non-select. They've been selected. They've been chosen. It's up to the man to decide what he gonna do with her, right? Well, it's up to him. That's in his court. Even when he cold approaches her, she's still making a choice right then. Now, ain't nothing wrong with him putting himself in front of her, but then you get some guys, they think, well, man, she didn't choose me, or I did this, or I got control. You notice all these guys who think they got control over women don't have one. No, you don't have control. She has to make the choice. And you can't really force that choice. You can give her flowers, you can take her out. If she don't want you, she don't want you. That's why it's smart. That's one of my toughest videos, one of my most watched videos was where, pay attention to the women who like you because they choosing you. They want to be with you. Now, that don't mean you have to be with them. See, a lot of guys think just because a woman chooses you, she got power. No, actually, she don't. Actually, she's willingly submitting to you. A lot of guys talk about submission. If a woman like you, she's looking for you to like her back. You can deal with her at your leisure. That's when you have the power. That's when you have the power. You can deal with her whenever. See, a lot of guys don't understand that. See, they thinking they can force a woman. No, you can't. You really giving her the power if she don't have any interest in you. Now, if she ain't showing any interest, fine. Now, I know a lot of guys will say, well, how could I know she got interest in me? I don't know. Talk about it in my book, too. But just on some basic thing, a woman who got interest in you, she gonna look at you a certain way. She gonna smile when she see you. She gonna wanna like touch you and everything. She wanna be in your presence. Shoot. And then sometimes they shoot. Even when you approach them, sometimes they, like I said, you might have just seen that woman. That woman probably seen you for a while. And I've gave examples of that before. A woman, shoot, she already knows. See, they know. See, it's like that saying, a man chases a woman until she catches him. He might have thought he was running something. See, women know the psychology of men, but what they'll do when they choose him, they'll put themselves in position for him to approach. And all you had to do is, if you smart, you're like, okay, I wonder how long she been clocking me. They slick with it. And if you smart, you don't get mad at them. Shoot, that's part of having the fun. You probably already decided you wanted the woman. It's like let her do what she gonna do. Let her do her thing. Let her make her moves. But you have the power because it's still your choice. The woman, Like if a woman chooses you, you ain't forced to deal with her. If she ain't what you like physically, you don't have to deal with her. That's where your power is. But if the woman hasn't chosen you, you can't force her. That's how a lot of guys, that's how guys get played. They'll find that one man who wants them so badly, but they don't want them back. They'll play that man. And that's some old game right there. They ain't interested in that man, but he gonna try to do all this. See, you got all this like stuff out there now. You know, even though I don't really get into all those pills and stuff, you can call it blue pill. Like, oh, he gotta take her out. He gotta win her over, get her flowers and stuff. If she ain't interested, she is not interested. No ifs, ands, and buts. See, a man, if he's smart, he gonna pay attention to, he just not gonna be pressed. He gonna live his own life, do his thing, and see which women trying to holler at him. And trust me, they will make their moves. All you have to do is just pay attention. You don't need game so much as you just need to pay attention, you know? And that's what you want to have. Now, people say, well, how can I become select? Well, shoot, that's my whole program right there. That's my whole program right there. And it's all about power. Anybody who know me personally know I'm about power. You want to have power in your relationships. Now, I know some women that say, you know, of course, they love some men who's going to chase them along and stuff, but let's be real. Even for the ladies listening, you know you don't really want that guy unless you want to use him. You know you don't want him. Why should that guy spend time chasing when you know you don't want him? You don't want him. In fact, women shouldn't waste their time, and guys shouldn't get mad at them. You know, I talked about, many earlier this week, many non-select men don't see the point. Okay, what? Don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. But if you want to be select, figure out what the select are doing, and know that the select aren't all thugs or something. You get some guys thinking, well, they just want those thugs. Other guys saying, oh, they want those guys that look handsome and stuff, but you know, or like super handsome. And yeah, they going to get some attention, but you also got some guys who select because they got their minds right up here. That's the key. That's ultimately the key thing. What's on their mind? What's on their mind? But you got power. You got power, because then you can deal. Whenever, I'm gonna tell you what, whenever you notice a woman like showing some interest, really choosing you, really want to talk to you, going out her way to talk to you and everything, you know, not leaving a text on read, but she texting you back right away. Or if she can't text you back, she say, hey, I'm in the middle of something. You know, she liking your pics on social media or something, engaging you, sliding in your DMs, hey, you know. But you got a power of knowing when you're going to deal with her, whether you're going to deal with her back. Understand that. Understand that. So, and that's the level. Now, some guys who still don't get that, well, how's it working for you? If you don't get that, you thinking you got total control, okay. You know, only control you got is whether you're going to choose her back, all right? And there's nothing wrong with that, because that's where you got power, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.